Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakodash, the honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who do rule well and teach this truth, with honesty and sincerity. Salutations, Salakia. Salutations to you brothers around the four corners of the earth that push this truth with honesty and sincerity. Great diligence to wake up the hopeful elect Israel. Double shalom to you, Akim, that come looking like the heathen, but you are in fact of the stock of Israel, and you're holding to this truth and follow law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, wherever you may be scattered. And shalom to the few sincere Akwatim that listen and learn in silence, playing the creation role as the Lord commanded you to. It's your brother Azar from GMS St. Louis, and coming with another video. I've been seeing a lot of these women just having these meltdowns or breakdowns, or just coming to the realization that they've been duped, they've been hoodwinked, they've been run amok on, they've been tricked, man. You've been had, you've been got. You took the bait. You took the bait. And what bait am I talking about? I'm talking about the ideologies and philosophies that you've been given to believe in, these fairy tales, I should say. You don't need a man. You can do bad all by yourself. No, you can do worse by yourself. And we've been seeing it. Women are not really built and created to deal with the things that they've been taking up on themselves, man. All in the workplace on their menstruation, defiling everything. Like, it's an order to how things are supposed to go. And women are supposed to be in the house, man. Ordering the house, man. Keeping up with the house, man. Tending to the children, man. But instead, they've been given the avenue to deviate away from their purpose in life. And not only does it hurt them in the end, it hurts the family, which hurts the community, which just throws society and life out of a balance, man. Take the ecosystem. I'm gonna get to the scriptures in a minute. Take the ecosystem. I'm not rambling, but I'm just trying to make a point for those who needed layman's terms. Take the ecosystem. You have various different animals. You have a food chain where animal eats this animal, that animal eats that animal, and another eats that, and so on and so forth. Everything works and keeps each other in the balance. The snakes keep the mice population in the balance. The hawks keep the snake population in the balance. So what happens when you take one of those animals away? You have an overabundance of a certain type of animal. If you take away the snakes, then you have an infestation of mice, man. And that's not good for anyone. And the same thing applies when you take the woman out of her place, her natural place in society. You have things that you would encounter that are too much, man. The stresses on the job, just things that are not intended for you to deal with. As I mentioned, the menstruation, women defile everywhere they go when they on the menstruation, man. You see? But, the church ain't going to teach you that, what's in the scriptures. But anywho, I'm going to get to this video and grab some precepts, and Lord willing, you'll be edified.
No, because you were very good for making me pay, or for making me work 4 jobs! 4 jobs! just want to live in peace, America. And I will one day. Probably something else. No, because you, America, for making me pay,
I mean,
for making me work
she
more
right. It ain't fair.
jobs, more jobs.
It ain't
While I'm
been.
in college in rural Tennessee, and I can barely pay
Now
my
you
own
see how other people
rent,
feel, man.
and
That's what I'm gonna say. Because in all actuality, it
I'm
is fair,
taking
man.
19 credit
It is
hours
fair.
on top of those 4 jobs, and I still can't
You know,
graduate on
it was
time,
fair when
and
the
I still
curses
can't
was on us
graduate
because we
early,
brought it
even
up
though I'm
on
taking
ourselves.
21 credit
And now it's
hours next
fair
semester.
that you getting your share
It's
of that
not
cup, man.
fair. It's not
That the
fair
Lord's
anymore.
indignation.
It's never been fair, not in my lifetime. And will it ever be fair? No, because I'm a woman in America. I just...
This happened to our people, but again, these curses are turning up on our enemies, man. This is Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. You see, and these women are at ease, man, out here, man. These women are at ease, man. Yeah, they careless, man. They got they private areas all over the internet. You see a woman's behind crack before you see her smile. That everything is just look at me, look at my butt, look at my body, look at like that's what they live for. OnlyFans, you know, and it shows just how many creeps it is out here, man. People paying money to look at feet. It's just, this place is this place is weird and disgusting, man. Like it's a joke. It's a big joke, man. It's a big joke, you know. But nevertheless, these women are at ease, man, and it's been set up this way, you know, by that wicked seed, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, so you can imagine that the things that happen in this place, especially this place, man, are against the right way to be. Having morals, integrity, some couth. None of that is pushed here, man. No, be a bad bee. Be a gangster. Be this. You know, be a flamer. Be part of the Rainbow Coalition. Do all these other things, but not right. You know, and they don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Yeah, that vintage is gonna fail, man. All these handouts gonna stop. You know, this EBT, all this, the amenities these women get here. You know, all that's gonna dry up, man. And like I said in the beginning of the video, you took the bait, which was you don't need a man. You know, this place gave you a false sense of security with the presence of police or whatever, but they can only respond. They don't prevent anything. See, a man prevents things from happening. It's like in a child's life, man. That present father prevents some shit from happening because people know they're gonna have to deal with your daddy. Oh, you know, somebody know they got to deal with your man. You know, it kind of wards off certain, you know, certain things and situations. But nevertheless, y'all listen to you know your handlers, the powers that be, that dangle that freedom and that independence in front of you. But you weren't independent. You were dependent on some form of a man, which is the government. But they've opened up the borders and letting these people come in from other countries, and they supporting them. And it's videos out here on the net of them just hanging out, waiting. They just ready to take orders. And who you think gonna be the first prey, the first for them to prey on, man? These men coming from other countries. They not used to seeing women walking around stark ass naked, cleavage out, cheeks out. Any part that you like of a woman, you could just see it. They're not used to that. Women cover themselves up and dress modestly because it's only for the man that's their man, their husband. These women have no respect for themselves, for their man, their fathers, their family, none, their children. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. You know, and this woman, this video talking about it's not fair for her. I mean, if it ain't fair if it's unfair, I mean, hey, you on the better end of it not being unfair, because you can just cry and get money for a GoFundMe. You know, it's agencies out here to help women, especially if you have children. But the whole total point why these women are running into this brick wall is because they wanted to go outside of the natural order, which is up under a man. Just imagine how much easier life would be if you had someone helping you think this thing through. If you had someone helping you problem solve. You see? You women don't have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that you think you have. Um, go to the book of Romans, chapter 1. And I started at 26. For this cause Yahweh gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And, going into the homosexuality, but also these women have changed their natural use, man. They're not keepers of the house. They're not being wives. They want to be wives and treated like wives, but they're getting smutted out in the streets, man. Ain't no real man with some decency and some morals about himself gonna deal with that, man. Have that attached to his name. Hey, man, you got to be a fool, and the natural use, being the keeper of the house, wearing modest apparel, tending to your children, man. A lot of these women have too much time on their hands and always in shit because they ain't tending to what they need to tend to. Clean your house up. You bored? Clean your house up. I bet your ass be tired at the end of the day. If you really clean, it's plenty for y'all to do. But drama and messiness and keeping up with other folk business is more important. Being in the streets, being seen, getting attention from all these different men, that's what they rather do because that option has been given to them. You see, which, matter of fact, This is Ecclesiasticus 25 in verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. You see, a woman ain't supposed to have all this liberty. Well, a wicked woman, which a lot of these women are wicked, man. Got more rise in witches like more than ever, man. More than ever. That was a hidden thing to be. Now they profess it when they meet you on a date or in their bio, or when they just loosely throw it around like it's not a judgment attached to that. But in anywho, this is what's been, the floodgates have been opened. You see, if she go not as thou would have her, cut her off from thy flesh, give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. Right, and that's what a lot of men have done, man. They just said, "The hell with it. I'm through. I don't want any no more attachments. I don't. You on your own." Hey, a lot of these women have just said it themselves. Hey, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I can manage out here on my own. And then this happens, crying on a video, because they have been tricked out of their protection. They have been tricked out of their place in nature, man. You know, and they have pushed the envelope so much that they can't return. A lot of them too ashamed to return because you thought that you really you thought the fairy tale was real. And when this devil pulled the carpet right from under you, now you right back at square one, begging and pleading, trying to get people to forget about all the problems you have caused, man. All the shit you done talked about men. But if you was in your natural order, you wouldn't have to worry about things being so hard. At least when with two people, you have someone to lean on a little. Matter of fact, uh, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, and I'll start at verse 7. Then I returned and saw vanity under the sun. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he had neither child nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor, neither is his eye satisfied with riches, neither saith he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity, yea, it is a sore travail. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone, when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, when they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And the threefold cord is not quickly broken. You see, so is that's why the Lord said man should not be alone. Roughly paraphrasing, he created him a helpmeet, which is you women. But you women listen to the devil, who runs this society and has his dominion for yet a little while longer of this earth. Esau, Edom, you gonna say, hey, we don't need to be helpmeets. We can go and get this our own. But see, a man had to let you and give you that avenue, because these people want to see chaos. They want to see, wickedness, man. They want to everything that's right. They're in opposition. They're in direct opposition. Righteousness, they're for evil. You have light. They want to block the sun out. You have natural foods and veggies to eat. They want to make GMOs. So you just got hoodwinked, man. You see, there is a chain of command, whether you like it or not, man. You can't put anything else together. You can't put a bicycle together just how you want to. It come with that with instructions and directions how to put this bicycle together or put the training wheels on. Everything come with instructions, but no, life you want to wing it and do what you want to do, and then complain about the results, man. That's the insanity of these people, man. Let me go to the book of Salakia, 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. You see, so it's a chain of command, man. It's a chain of command. The heavenly Father sits on the throne at the top. He's the head honcho. And there's his son, second in command, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh. I mean Yahweh Shai, Salakia. Yahweh is the Father, Yahweh Shai is the Son. Then you have man. Then you have woman. That's the chain of command. You see, in more of the Eastern countries, they still go by that. And if the woman don't have a husband or he die or whatever, a lot of times they answer to their sons or to their husband's brother, or you know what I'm saying, the next man in line, or that's of his kin. They ain't just willy nilly all in the streets like you see here, man. Um, Let me go back to Ecclesiasticus. Um, Verse 12. Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. For from garment cometh a moth, and from women wickedness. And you see that? And that's why a woman has to be kept in close and instructed on what to do, given tasks, keep her mind busy. You see, because their natural thought process is of worldly things, man. Of a impulse and desire and emotions. So that has to be checked by logic and reason, man. Um, this is Ecclesiasticus 36:24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Where no hedge is, let me deal with this verse first, because yes, you belong unto your husband, man. You first belong unto your father, then you belong unto your husband when you wed yourselves, and according to the scriptures, sex is marriage. Um, these days, everybody's care about is a ceremony, but you know, sex is marriage. Um, and when you, that's why the name changes from your father's last name to your husband's last name. It's a change in ownership. You see, and the Lord set it up that way. So it just keeps order, and keeps the society from being like America or Babylon the Great. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. But the point being, where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled. So if there is no if there is no protection, no covering, which a man is for a woman and children, a protection, a covering. The woman and child being a spoil will be spoiled, man. A man's possessions will be spoiled. The man is the hedge, man, to keep you, the woman and children safe. But you know, this devil came up with ways to influence you women to say, hey, you ain't got to bind the strong man. We'll help you bind the strong man. We'll get rid of him. We'll divorce. We'll throw him on child support. We'll put him in this system, you know, that'll have him so bound up that women thought that was freedom. But now, turn around years later, it's a detriment to you and the child now. Because now, what's going on? The borders is open. These immigrants coming. The emergency services is saying they not gonna be responding. For the most part, a man can fend for himself. But what can a woman and a child do? Child made it y'all mission to get in bed with the devil and take advice from the devil, man. Hey, it was already set up for you to be cared for, but y'all said to hell with that, man. So men said to hell with it too. I'll just go ahead and end it off with this. You know, they didn't think that the day would come, man. They really didn't. You know, this is Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it. You women made men your enemy, man, when y'all did this, man. When y'all trash talked men, when y'all put men down after enjoying the fruits of men's labors, after enjoying what the society men have created for you, the malls, the stores, the restaurants, just to turn around and cry now that it's hard, man. And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets, of the streets, Salakia. You see? This is the times that is about to approach, man. It's about to be real dangerous out here, man. Let me read one more. Actually, I should have been read it, but this is Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You know, a man gonna be your protection. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. It's gonna be hard to find a man to deal with you women in these times, man. Man is gonna be highly sought after in these upcoming times, and not just any man, but especially the men of the Lord who the Lord is dealing with. Well, I hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm gonna say Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and the Baba Ball.